And welcome back to the NOCO Hemp Expo in Loveland, Colorado. This is NOCO 3, which has been highly anticipated. I believe we have 120 different vendors and something like 50 speakers from around the nation and around the globe, all talking about hemp. And who we're speaking with right now is Sergiy Kovalenkov. Is that correct?
That's right, sir.
And he came here all the way from the Ukraine to talk to us about his involvement with his company called Hempire, right?
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about Hempire.
Well, what we do is we build houses out of hemp. We're using hemp herds in order to build houses. It's 100% organic, very warm, healthy housing we're talking about. It's something we love to do, and it's something we would love to share with the world.
So you're building structures out of the hemp plant.
That's right.
How do you do that?
Well, during the cortication process, they separate hemp fibers from hemp herds, and the hemp herds is actually what we need to use in our formula. So we mix it up with a lime-based binder, 100% organic, and a little bit of water, and we have a mixture that we pour in the formwork, inside the formwork, and it hardens by absorbing CO2. So it actually, it hardens by the process of the carbonization.
It actually pulls CO2 out of the air.
Yeah, it sequesters. So it's a carbon negative material.
Carbon negative.
Yeah.
And so when you talk about the bast versus the herd, what part of the plant are we talking about?
It's the core part of the plant. When you strip,
So like the stalk?
Yeah, the stalk. When you strip the stalk, the stem, when you remove the fiber from the stem, this corky part inside the hemp stem, that's what we use. We crush it, and then these little small particles around 2-3 centimeters in length, that's what we mix it up with.
And you say you use a lime-based binder?
Lime-based binder, 100% organic. We are really strict on that. No cement, no toxic stuff, no chemicals to speed up the curing process.
And then there's also water added to this mix.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, this is a product that's lighter in weight than traditional concrete.
Oh, almost 10 times lighter.
10 times?
Yeah,
lighter.
Almost 10 times lighter.
Wow.
Yeah, we reached to the point where we have a very cool product with very low density, so it's a very warm insulation.
I had someone that I was interviewing earlier that said it's not uncommon to get, we use R factors here in the US, she said like R26 from, say, a wall that's a foot thick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that generally the thickness of the...
Well, it depends on the climate zone. If you want to build a house in New York or California, where you have different climates, we have to take this into consideration when we design. So the thickness is, around 30-35 centimeters, a bit, somewhere around a foot long. That's the thickness of the wall. Yeah.
So have you all done projects in those places that you talked about?
Yeah. Well, we are planning to start in US. We already do provide some consulting services due to the fact that this product is not so popular and not many engineers and architects know about it at the moment. So it is a little bit difficult to design something like this because according to US building codes. But sooner or later we'll push through, and we have in our plans to start building in US, on US market. And
do I understand correctly that the walls are strong enough that they could actually be load-bearing for a roof structure? Is that...
Not exactly right, because we use... Why is it so interesting for US market? Why our material is so interesting is because it is very light and we need a wood frame structure. In US, all houses are built out of wood frame. And that's where you go around, you set up a formwork around this wood frame, and you install our material, and then it hardens, and then it becomes like a stone type of house with a wood frame, which is a load-bearing frame. Our material is non-load-bearing.
One of my previous interviews, a gentleman brought a bicycle on stage, and he was explaining that the like carbon fiber that was used to make the frame of the bicycle was actually stronger than steel. And I'm wondering if maybe sometime in the future we'll be making carbon fiber supports
Yeah, that's the future. That's the
to hold
future.
up the structure and then use the hempcrete
Well,
as infill. Yeah?
first we have to get people accustomed with this material
Right.
to start with, and then in the future, yeah, it is possible. It is possible, but we are already pushing the limits. We have created an additive with which we can remove the formwork within 10 minutes after we installed our material, so it hardens by itself afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to contact you about design assistance in doing a building, where would they be able to contact you?
We are on Facebook. We have a website. We are. I'm in communication with different builders around the world, and recently some guys starting to call me Dr. Hemp House, Sergiy Dr. Hemp House.
Not a bad title.
Yeah.
Right? And what is your website?
Hempire.com.ua.
Hempire.com.ua.
Yeah, so it's very simple. Same thing on Facebook. If you go Hemp Ukraine, you'll find our page. That's where we post our photos from different projects. We post our activities on our research, and yeah, we are trying to reach to as many people as possible, because this is an incredible insulation material. I endorse every single person that's trying to do something with hemp in construction. So
Now, is this your first time to NOCO?
yeah, that's my first time. That's my first time, and I was invited to speak, so it's a privilege to me to be here. Yeah.
Excellent. So you're going to be speaking on the main stage?
I don't know about the main stage or not. I'm not. I haven't checked the program yet, but I will be participating in a practical seminar where they're going to be showing how to mix and build out of hemp. Yeah. So they will let me talk to people and will let me explain our system, how we build. So yeah, it's coming up. It's going to be a 2-day seminar. So today is the first day of practical seminar, and the same is going to happen tomorrow. So.
Excellent. Well, Sergey, thank you so much for coming and visiting with us here today.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to have a
And this is Michael Lyons at the Hemp Tomorrow stage at NOCO Hemp Expo. We'll be back shortly with another interview.